look at this guy. He thinks he could be the sheriff of No Water, and he's a pillager. We're trying to prevent these guys from coming in. What's up with that? Hey everyone, and welcome back to Channel 64. Today we've got lots of projects to work on, and I'm not really sure how much of it we're going to get done, but we're going to continue expanding our megabase area. So the first thing you'll probably notice is that we have cut a hole on the other end of the storage room, and this is going to actually be the second of 4 exits to the storage room. So we're going to have one on each of these walls here. Some other changes I've made in the storage room as well. I have added a second container for stone because I have a ton of it and it's already almost full again. We've also captured, as you can hear, a few pillager friends, and they have been pacified, so I'll hopefully find a use for them, maybe an iron farm or something. And as I mentioned with the storage, we have now assigned dirt, and I somehow missed a diorite as a bulk storage thing. I'm not sure how much diorite I may actually need, and this may end up, well, I mean, I do have quite a bit so far, but I may end up just getting rid of that at some point, and I still have the rest of those empty. So anyways, working our way out here to the outside, I have gone ahead and cleared out trees and done a little bit of mild terraforming in the area. So as you can see, we have the center area where our build for this episode is going. It's going to be fantastic. And also cleared out some trees. Now you'll notice that we've got a few different holes kind of littered about the place. These are going to be for our tree farms. So initially I wanted to just basically have this area right here where I would put all my tree farms and kind of theme it around that. But those tree farms are absolutely huge and very tall. And so with our centerpiece that we're going to be adding today, there wasn't enough room for it. And also it was very tall. So I sunk them into the ground a bit to make the profile of them a little bit shorter. And I think it looks pretty nice once we actually have them in. So this is going to be where our ultimate tree farm's going. This is going to do everything from all the tree types except for dark oak and mangrove. And then, of course, over here, we're going to have our mangrove tree farm, as well as a propagule farm somewhere around here. I still haven't picked out a dark oak tree farm. We may end up putting something like that, maybe back in this corner a little bit and just clear out some of these trees. But I could totally see that. And what else? So, aside from over here, I also did clear out some trees on the other side as well, and I'm not gonna kind of go there too much, but I just want to show you that you know, our swamp is looking a little bit more sparse. As you can see, we have a lot of trees cleared out over here and a lot of trees cleared out over here. This is leaving us for a lot of expansion later on, and of course I lit up the place quite a bit except for the middle where we're going to be building. And speaking of that build, I have all of our ingredients blocks for that in these chests right here, so we will get to that in just a moment. But first, let's talk about what it is that we are going to be building. So it is going to be this centerpiece of our first robot master who is going to be going out here. And so I would like to introduce Creeperman. So that's right, we're going to have our first robot master based off of the creeper in Minecraft, and all of our robot masters are actually going to be based off of mobs inside of Minecraft, or loosely based off of them. We have a few that aren't necessarily direct mobs for the game, but the way we're going to be doing these biomes is that they're going to be scattered around the outside of the base itself. Then down the bottom here, we're going to have Creeperman, and then probably about halfway up, there's going to be a whole nother set of buildings and builds and farms above this area as well, and that'll be for another robot master who we will reveal later on. So without further ado though, let's go ahead and get into a time lapse and put together this build, and then we can talk about our future plans with the area. Alright, and the tree is done. So this is Yggdrasil, which is a tree that was from MegaMan 02. It's apparently where some dark elf or something was being captured or contained by X or something like that. One of the games I haven't really played and not really sure about the lore, but hey, it's a cool looking tree, and I decided to go ahead and base this tree upon the design of that one. And it looks pretty awesome. So let's take a quick peek here. I decided to go ahead and try to make the trunk a little bit unique. So we have some different textures being created with the andesite and gravel, stone, and then we also have there's a little bit of tuft in there, and of course some dead coral. And along with that, we have highlights, and of course all the glowing leaves and whatnot are a lot of these green frog lights, and of course lots and lots of green stained glass and green lime green concrete. It looks really amazing actually from up at the top of my portal. So as you can see, as you come in from the portal, just incredible looking. I think the details really, all the textures and stuff kind of get amplified from far away, so it looks really great. All right, and then of course I also have the 2 tree farms I said I was going to be putting together, and I have tested these. Of course, this is the first time we're coming over here. I certainly didn't film this like 4 or 5 times and have this tree farm or the other tree farm break a few times. I'm a Minecraft professional. I would never do that. First time always. So the way this works is, of course, you will need to get your Propagules, and if you don't have any Propagules, you come to this nice little farm here by ilmango, So this Propagule farm, it's basically you've got a bit of the Mangrove leaves and then a whole bunch of dispensers with bone meal in them. Click the button, Propagules come in quite quickly, and then shut it off. So then we take our Propagules all the way over here. And what we would do is we put the farm on right there, and then our Propagules go inside of a dropper that's right there. So this farm is a design by IceburgLettuce, and it's pretty fantastic. It basically will generate the trees, and of course uses a bunch of flying machines to get all of the logs and these roots to kind of go in this big stream. And we have the pistons that form a giant feed tape, which then ends up in this blast chamber area with the TNT duper. So we're gonna go ahead and pop ourselves in here. Let's top off some of our Propagules. And then of course, like I said, you know, this as it goes along, more and more will kind of get generated. So we're gonna go ahead and shut that on, or turn it on. And then basically what you do is just right click, aim at the trapdoor, and it grows it. Pushes stuff out of the way. Let's do this for a sec while it's see if we can get a TNT thing to go off here. It does leave a little bit of a mess, which is nice though, because if I did want some leaves, I can come in here and get those a silk touch pick. And then of course it does leave a little bit of a mess as well, sometimes with Propagules and sticks and whatnot. And just running it for a little bit, I mean, we've already got quite a bit. So a stack in almost 2 stacks actually in just a couple minutes. So it is fast, for sure. And then of course our other tree farm is right here. This is a design by Scorpio. It is their fast unlimited ultimate tree farm. Basically it is a multi-tree farm that will support oak, birch, spruce, jungle, and acacia. And so we have a selector here of which type we want to farm. I have my saplings right there, and then a bone meal. This is thankfully just emptying out my my farm for the wither skeleton. I had a ton of bones sitting there, so got some of that, and then of course also had to visit Tarek's shop and buy him out as well. And plus also whatever I had left over at the Met, always bone mealing or composting a lot of the different fruit that were growing in their pumpkins and melons and whatnot. Originally I had designed this with a sorter in place, but there's too much that comes in, so it, you know, right now it's unsorted. It also generates cobblestone the way it blasts TNT. It basically drops the TNT into a moving cobblestone block. There's cobblestone generators, so it's 4 TNT dupers and 2 blast chambers. And so as it does that, it generates cobblestone, which is great because I don't necessarily need to make a cobblestone generator now, because this generates cobblestone very fast. Just kind of show you how it works. Right now I don't have any logs in there, so let's grab a, I'm not sure how many we will really need because it does resupply us. Let's just do 48 for now. So we're going to go ahead and flip this switch on, which makes things get really loud. And we pop ourselves down in here. And we hop down here and basically aim at the dirt block. And you'll see how fast it's just putting stuff down. It's like very, very quickly. And you can see based on the Propagule, or the saplings, that it's, you know, sapling positive. So I started off with 48, and now I'm almost at a stack. Probably over a stack at this point. So, very great farm. Alright. So, I think that's enough for the test right there. Flip that off. And then we'll have our items coming across, so you see them kind of in our water streams. Mostly, of course, the cobblestone. So, yeah, we didn't get a whole ton. We got, looks like 64 and 5 spruce logs, so that's not bad. And then a lot of cobblestone. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right, because it comes in too fast. So, let's see, we got... So within that like couple minutes, we have 3.5 stacks, plus you know, our cobblestone. So that's not bad. 3.5 stacks in a couple minutes. I think I can handle that. And then of course on top of that, we're also net positive with our saplings as well. So we gained almost a stack of saplings. So very cool. Incredible pain to build. I would never build this again. I spent a long time trying to get this to work. If one thing gets out of sync, you know, something just stops working. I had an issue where the leaf crushers weren't going. I mean, I did this perfect the first time. That's right. Perfect the first time. No, but seriously, though, in the future, I probably would end up doing something that's a little bit simpler. You know, maybe the tree farm by ENX04 might be a good option. But that should keep us really well stocked with logs. And so now it's my job to AFK this for a while and just basically fill up all of my resources. And then, of course, the other thing we're going to have to do, probably for the next episode, is a moss and bone meal farm, because I have cleaned out my wither skeleton farm, and as much as I would like to continue to use that for bones, it is not very fast. And so we're going to have to build a giant, and I mean giant, moss farm to take care of the bone meal needs that we'll have for all of these farms going forward. All right. Well, that's all the time we have left in this episode. I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm sorry. Did that sheep just come up and kiss me? That's weird. Anyways, definitely like and subscribe for more sheep content. And until next time, safe travels, everyone. Goodbye.